The Spy Uganda, the Spy Television, I'm Lumba Live. Mr. Mose, who is this lady who is talking very good English?
This is my daughter.
Your daughter?
Ahereza Evelyn.
Ahereza? Ahereza Evelyn. Hey.
She has just completed the university, graduated last July. July of this year. From
this 2024?
Yeah, from UCU. She did her law and got a second class upper. That's what she graduated with. Of course, I was pushing her, saying you must bring a good degree, not any degree. Not a pass, not a lower second, but a first class. Or
first class.
If you pay the first class, or at least the upper second. So she graduated and became.
This is which university?
Uganda Christian University.
UCU, Mukono. UCU is one, I think it's ranked, if not the best, one of the best law universities. I think it's one of the best.
But the big challenge is ahead.
What is the challenge?
Which challenge I feel you people need to address, and every concerned parent and every concerned stakeholder needs to address. Despite working well in here on her academics, she's not considered at all for law development course, which is a crucial component.
Bar course, LDC.
Yeah, her course.
She's not considered.
Not only herself, but many. There is an outcry in this country that Mr. Ilumba and others, you need to address, and we see the way forward. The government needs to come in. People graduate with their law degrees, but they don't get fixed for the bar course. Yet the bar course is a compulsory part of their course of study. Their course, the law course in Uganda, is incomplete
until you finish
the
bar course.
The bar course,
which is it's a diploma even.
Yeah.
Here you have earned a degree, 4 years. This one is a diploma of 9 months. But without it, you can't practice law. So it becomes a very big issue in your career. Because you cannot practice what you studied for 4 years. Here 9 months stops you from practicing.
So
in fact, you're counting 4 years, but it's not 4 years.
No, they are 5.
No. They are not even 5. You calculate the years you have spent from baby class up to when you finish your degree. Because all that time from baby class, you were preparing to become a lawyer.
True.
Are you getting me? But after all those years, so if we count from baby class,
20 years.
20 years, including your 4 years at the locals. 20 years, Mr. Mose, is what you have invested in.
True.
In becoming a lawyer.
Yeah.
Now 9 months of her not being accepted at the bar course can stop her from practicing what she has studied for 20 years. That is the context how you should look at it. I want you to look at the money you have spent as a parent from baby class to this big lady. The stress you have undergone. Their parents wake up at 5 with their children, dropping them to school, then to work every day. Every day. Look at the money. Nowadays, there are nursery schools that even pay 2 million.
2 million. Usual nursery schools, not very big one, not unique ones, you know.
So imagine 20 years of you having a dream of her becoming a lawyer, and she qualifies to join the bar course, but she's not able to join, not because of her mistake, but because of the mistake of the government. But she's paying the price. I
don't know what is happening in the lines of the not necessarily only law, not law school.
Even medicine. Perhaps
the Law Society of Uganda could have intervened.
Uganda Law Society.
Uganda Law Society. I don't see.
And that's why my friend is a Makade. He wants to come and undo. That is his primary objective. He says he's an anti-clockwise thinker.
Why are they not seeing it as a problem? Because you see, in the school of education, or for those ones who take education as a course, it's incomplete until you do school practice. And they normally get fixed in some schools somewhere. they have to get fixed.
Same applies to the medical
and
students.
for them, they pay little. Medical students, they go for intern. Much as of recent also, they had some challenge, but I think for theirs is getting sorted. And even they rose up and everybody saw them that it's a crucial part. So for the law students, it's the same story. They are not fixed. When I asked this girl, why are you not getting admitted? Yes, you showed me your academic transcript. Even she has it. She can even anytime show it to you.
Do you have your papers? It's on phone.
I didn't bring the hard copy.
No problem.
Yeah, I will post it to you. But if you are qualified, why not admitted?
Being admitted.
Now, where should I put you? Then she said, from what she had, I must use this phrase, from what she had, that the Law Development Center is not funded enough to take all the students of law. I said, okay, that one is hard. But then, those ones who are admitted, are they paying or they are not paying? She said they are paying a tune of 6 million. If it's a tune of 6 million, then that is private. If it is private, why can't they admit as many as possible? Or if that school fees is not enough, let the 6 million be for those ones who are partially facilitated by the government. Then for us who are used with our private sponsorship, because in UCU, I was not being helped by the government, still I was paying. When she was at Nadia Secondary School, I was paying. I mean, we are used to paying for our students. Yeah, what the government is supposed to do is to create
the environment.
Even if they raise a tent like this one they do for weddings, they are big tents. Like,
yes.
Even the one that the parliament was sitting in Guru, you saw it.
Yes.
Yeah, let them
admit children and they finish.
Let them erect it somewhere. We have many brains, very many brains of lawyers who are able to come in and teach, so that a child completes his or her course. Try to look around from here. Try to gather them. Try to know how many they are. Those who are not admitted. Because I hear they took, was it like 28%? Yeah, they told.
On the 28.
Yes, only 28% of all the graduates of the law course is what they took.
For a particular year?
For this year.
For this year,
and we have the remnants
of other years.
So people are there crying, but crying only in their bedrooms, crying in their sitting rooms. So the mother should get out of the house.
Able to take only 28% of this year.
They released a press statement saying they admitted 28%. Then later, after some time, they would send you an email saying that the reason you're being admitted is because they don't have enough funds. Then when they released the press statement of how many people they had admitted, out of about 2,000 students, they only admitted 600 from our year, from the whole, considering the 14 universities. Then that means there is other remaining 1,600 something students who are not going to be admitted, who are not admitted.
Your degree is second class upper.
Yes.
It means you performed well.
Yes.
Now, if you are not admitted, what about those who performed lesser than you? If you are not being prioritized.
Yeah, and Mr. Irumba, the law development course, the bar course, I said is like internship. For anybody who has passed, it's not a matter of saying who has passed better than who. Bar course, yes. So as to go to the field to work. So even the one of lower second should not be looked at as anything. Perhaps somebody of the past degree.
However, I brought that one because I know I suspect that under I think the criteria that they use to select, let's take, for instance, from the 100%, let's take 28%. I'm sure the performance also comes in play. I'm sure.
Perhaps.
Yeah, some of the things that they will use to say from the 100%, how do we zero down to 28%?
True.
So my argument was, when you look at her performance, if she has not been able to be picked, what are the chances of those that she did well better than?
Those were the worst.
So, where are they going? That should be the question to the government. Where are they going? Anyway, let me hear her cry. What is your problem?
My problem? We need a proper
Because now the parent has been crying based on his school fees. But let me hear. You're a lady of 20-something years. I'm sure you have ambitions that you even feel they shouldn't wait. You should have begun on them yesterday. Somebody's holding you back. Let me hear you.
My biggest concern is what next? If you're saying that I cannot go to LDC, I've studied for 20 years, I've studied for 4 years. And the only reason I'm not going to practice is because I'm not going to LDC for 9 months. So what do you expect me to do? Like, what more am I supposed to do to prove that I deserve this course, that I deserve to be in this profession? Like, it's like the government expects you to go an extra mile to prove that you deserve it, yet that extra mile you've already taken it. So you're saying that me and my fellow 1,000 students, we should just be I should just restart that. I should go and I go back. I started with my father. Now you think I should go to MOOBS. I do another course. You're making people regret the choices that they made. Why? Because they cannot go for those 9 months. So you're like, oh, it was a wrong course. Maybe let me go convince my dad. I go to MOOBS, I go to MOOC, I start afresh. I do a course because this course that I've studied for 4 years, it's not going to help me at all. Because either whether you want it or not, that practicing certificate is needed. You cannot go to court and you start arguing and you're like, without a practicing certificate, no, you need it. So in short, you're telling me that
they want a PC.
They want that PC. In short, you're telling me that you've studied, but what you've studied is not enough. So find any other way. Like, fend for yourself. Like, I can't help you. Why? Because the government is not giving me money. The only reason I'm not helping you is because the government is not giving me any money. But I'm paying 6 million. So you're saying that the 1,000 students and I who are not going, we are just going to tell our parents, like, find ways of us to survive. But your father already had a plan. He had planned his way out. So what next? What next? What next? What more do you want me to do? What more? Like, how should I prove myself that I'm worthy, that I've done my part? So it's like you're saying, we want you, but not that much. Just fend for yourself. What you've studied, yes, we acknowledge that you've studied, but what you've studied is not enough. That's the vibe you're giving, that we acknowledge that you've studied, but it's not enough.
You're not good enough.
You're not good enough. Like,
you hold on.
Go stay in that corner. Like, we shall pick you when we want. Because even us people, they would, like, even us who are not admitted, it's not like there is an automatic admission next year. No, you have to. There is not.
No, it's not.
It's not automatic. It's not you have to repay 200K again and apply, and then they turn you down.
Wait. Right now, you paid 200,000
for the application.
You will not been taken in. Next year,
you reapply.
By paying another 200,000.
Yes.
What about the other one?
That is
you are lying. What's your name?
Ahereza. Like, even if you check the email, like, there is no automatic admission next year.
No, but Mr. Syrian, if I came to your supermarket here, I paid for a commodity. You took my money. You gave me a receipt. Unfortunately, you found the product is not in the stores. You told me, wait, come back next year or next week. When you come back next week, do you say pay again? For the same product I already paid for.
It wouldn't be, but for them that is it.
That is sagari.
You have to.
And now you can imagine the number of the rejected applications that they are in the field. The ones who are on hold on.
Yes.
1 year, 2, 3
but
years.
They have paid.
Meaning every year you'll be getting like 3,000 of the leftovers be reapplying.
And paying extra another 200. It means this also becomes a lucrative job, source of income.
To some extent.
Continue milking them.
Yeah, many apply, but few
but also.
And they keep reapplying.
But how can lawyers accept this kind of madness? If you can do this to lawyers who know they are right, what about other sectors?
From the beginning, I said I don't see the good role of Uganda Law Society in as far as the bar course considerations are concerned, because it's a course for the completion of the lawyer's course,
yes,
which is not done whether on a private basis or on government basis. So they are left their fellows or their brothers and sisters failing to be taken on. And on this respect, Mr. Lumba, remember, LDC, I think, began when the Makerere lawyers, Makerere was the only university, first of all.
Yeah, law school.
And the law school, by that time, it was not even called the law school, it was called the
Faculty
of Law. Exactly.
Yes. Faculty of Law.
I completed the Makerere University in 1995, that's when I graduated. So, by that time, the Faculty of Law would have as few as 60 students. So then all of them, it was automatic, of course. So long as you have passed.
Yes.
If you have not failed, then you have passed.
Simply from again, they would slope down.
And then after which you go to Kampala Road as a lawyer, ready to practice.
Yes.
That's when my friends like Maxim Mutabing and others were compromised.
Maxim Mutabing is your OB.
Yeah, during our time, I think. But then, as a time...
Maxim Mutabing was our lawyer at Red Paper.
Yeah, true. As time goes on, the universities became many. And even Makerere University itself began taking on private sponsored students. Because like this year, it is graduating, 216 School of Law, Makerere University. So the 216 compared to the 60 of the 95 is a different story. For UCU, they graduated, I think, 400? Yeah, 400 lawyers. We're talking now only two universities. And the Kampala International University is good at having them as many as possible.
Yes.
Then Uganda Matters University, then
Bishop Stewart.
And now, all those ones, they are supposed to be catered for by Road Development
Center.
It cannot remain hoodwinked in a small cocoon of only few students and say we are operating. It's supposed to be operate for the whole country, not to operate for just a few.
And if it cannot, let them declare and then open space for private investors to come and do the... Because there was time when only government schools operated in Uganda. When students became, enormous, they liberalized, they accepted that if you have your money, come and start up a school and teach the children of Uganda. Now, many schools are bringing students to the law school. Now, students are passing through a very huge path like this. They reach at LDC, they find the path is like this. And all of them are supposed to pass there. But then the other bitter truth is that when you come like this and you reach here, all of you are supposed to pay 200,000. Then after paying, they tell you, no, for you, you have not qualified, you wait. Then you pay back my money. You're supposed to go to court to refund your money. By the way, these are serious matters, Mr. Moses.
Even if they refund you 200,000, yes, they refund. But the whole big thing is, my 20 years gone to...
Yes. That is one thing I appreciate. But again, Mr. Moses, why should this guy pay 200,000 today? They tell you sorry. The school has not closed. The services are there. They say, please try again next year. When she comes to try again next year, they don't know that she paid last year. They don't want to know. The very service she's paying for now is the very thing she paid for last year. You're not considering it. Again, there is a possibility of her applying again, and she does not qualify. She goes back. That is 400,000. She comes back the third time next year. Try again, another 200. Multiply that by the number of students each year that apply. Are you not a thief?
Perhaps.
Are you not a thief? Mr. Mhoz, if I came here, I paid my money for a product. All of a sudden, you don't have that product, but you say, it will be available tomorrow, sir. Can you come back tomorrow? I say yes. I come back tomorrow, you say, now, you pay again.
Pay.
pay again. You a thief. Receiving money. In fact, this case is there in police. Receiving money by false pretense. It's there. Receiving money by false pretense. You asked me to apply that you're going to admit me. I paid you money. After paying you, you said you don't have position for me, but you received my money. Police is sleeping.
Yeah, and
the law students are sleeping.
They are, I may say they are sleeping, but we as parents we shall not keep sleeping. No, this one needs something to be done.
This needs to be addressed.
If the students sleep, the parents we shall not sleep. Because even I wonder, since the students are so many, centers are so many, I mean the universities who are producing them, why can't our old LDC take on the role of supervision?
Yes.
So that
you allow private sector, then you come and supervise.
Then you supervise.
Like the Ministry of Education does to all private schools.
Exactly. It is the Ministry of Education together with UNEB to ensure that the system of education remain intact. Yes. But it's not the provider.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
LDC, as we talk, it has failed to be the provider. That's why we have all the lawyers who are not lawyers because they have not done the back course. And there are many. I'm yet to see how we can list them from here. You know that we have a role to list those ones who are suffering.
So automatically next year you do automatically go.
Yeah, they will tell you. They sent a letter that for those who are not who didn't go for LDC, come to the LDC physically. You pick your application forms, you fill in, and you're done. That is your part.
In other words, previously it was automatic that if you were not admitted in the first year, you'll be going into the second load. So you wouldn't be required to pay double.
You know.
But now, you simply don't find your name, the business is done. Next time you want to try again,
because even when you wrote through the email, it's like, we are sorry, fans, please try again next year. So the only thing you're telling me is that when I try again next year is that
pay,
like come back. We shall.
But even I have a contention on that thing of those ones who are being postponed for next year. You are killing their year.
Yes.
You are already showing that you are not able to absorb the numbers. And then you want to retain the monopoly. What is the difference? Is it about creating a bigger center? What's the difference with that? Because it is easier to create a bigger center than saying we are not able to take you. But every year, remember, the Uganda's population is increasing. Don't think that it is the university which is increasing. No, it is the population which is increasing. If you see you now had 400 graduates, like what my daughter said, you expect next year to be 500 or 600. It will not reduce. No, Uganda's population is increasing. So every institution must work towards that.
What is your plan?
Yeah, there must be a strategy to absorb all.
LDC, yes.
Hey.
Actually, like they have liberalized the other sections of education from baby class up to university. They should go ahead and liberalize the LDC.
The LDC needs to.
Then the Ministry of Education can remain a regulator, supervisor, just like they are supervising all other institutions of learning.
That is it.
Yes.
That is it.
I think that's the only way out. Because I look at a lady like this, she has ambitions. That this year, I should have finished my bar course. Because next year, I plan to get a job and to do ABCD and start work. Now, she's here. She's actually in the darkness.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know. Do you know when you will ever be allowed, admitted at the bar? Do you have an idea? So you see how she's living in oblivion?
It's a sense of give up. That is what is there as of now. But we are saying before we give up, can't we talk to stakeholders? Can the stakeholders have the ears to listen? Can the government have the ears to listen to us? Because this is a government responsibility. It's not ours. We are saying, can they even create centers where we pay for private course of LDC?
LDC.
So we continue sponsoring our children and then they finish and
after all you have been paying from baby class.
Yeah.
How can you fail to pay for 9 months?
That's not
6 million.
Yeah.
How much money have you paid for your child from baby class to university. Can you fail to pay 6 million for 9 months?
It cannot. It cannot.
But they are killing their dreams. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is just one sector. I have seen the medical students also having serious concern, Mr. Mhoz, that a medical student after 5 years, they cannot practice their profession until they go for medical intern.
Yeah.
But then, government has been paying for them. Now they're saying, we don't even have where to put you. But then I have finished. Remember, government has been earning from my education. How? Taxes. Every money you pay, government earns. So you have been earning from me. Now I want to go back. I want to finish my education so that I can also earn for myself. But you have put a curtain that I cannot go beyond because I cannot practice my education unless I have that internship certificate. So we are supposed to be so
that one also has been another absurdity. That one of the medical interns, because to me, when I saw it in the papers and television and others, I felt how can this one happen? Because these are already doctors.
Yes.
These are people who are treating us in most of the hospitals. They are not wanting those allowances for free. It's not, and I don't think it is the biggest expenditure that the government gets. It's not. Secondly, if there was any other way to be done, to say we shall privatize that and the people will be paying for themselves, etc. It has to be planned, but not being brought haphazard in some way.
Haphazard.
And you bang it on people's heads and say, from now on, we are not doing you, we are not facilitating your start paying etc. We can say we are phasing out this one this year or next year. Those ones who are starting, they will be doing etc. That one becomes smooth. But the person has completed his degree, is waiting for the internship, waiting for the placement, only to be told, no, we are not placing anywhere. Not even paying, because for paying, I think it was just a comment, I think, by His Excellency. Just a comment. It was not that it was like a policy starting tomorrow or whatever. No. So, meaning the ministry...
The issues on placement.
Yeah, the ministry has not planned for them at all. They are blocking the old system of placing them for internship immediately. They are blocking that one instantly without any communication, without anything, and then they are left in the darkness. We cannot run, I think, systems like that. No, you have to plan and say, we are phasing out this, like how they introduced the cost sharing at Makerere University. Each year they would take a step, they would inform that now for book boom allowance we are stopping with this year, so that you come next year knowing that you will buy your own books. For next year we shall only pay the lecturers. For some scholastic materials, you will buy for yourselves. Because you remember at Makerere things used to be different. You would go at Makerere University with nothing, and then everything is provided, including pocket money.
Some pocket money.
Yeah, but they phased out those things slowly. So they should not create a vacuum for the doctors. They should not create a vacuum for the lawyers. For the lawyers, they are killing their cause. Because the only alternative, those graduate lawyers we have now, who have not been able to go to the bar course, they are supposed to divert and start afresh.
Do something else.
Yeah, you start another course. Yeah, because you have failed to qualify to be a practicing lawyer. Yeah.
As we end this interview, because we must end, what is your final prayer to the government? Look straight in the tell the government, what do you want government to do?
The government, what do I want the government?
Yes.
Like,
what is your prayer?
If you are saying that you don't have enough money to fund us, please, then make it like, okay, we know things go like in a way of from A to B, like in a procedure way. make it like liberalize it like in the American way or the Indian way form, where there is like, if you're done with your focus, you intern, then you go back to your university. That's how you can study your back course from.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for you to access like every.
Wait a minute. In America and India,
there is a back course that is
in the same university.
Like
now you're at UCU.
You got back.
You would have gone for the back course at UCU.
While supervising, the same thing we were saying. Like, okay, if you are saying that you don't have enough funds, then give hope to people who have. There are some students who are always on tension. They don't know what to do. They're like, now what should I do? Like, because when I'm talking to my friends who are not admitted, I'm like, what's your next plan? Like, they all don't know what to do because they are waiting for a proper communication from the from the government. Then let the government and LDC and whoever is concerned give a proper communication.
Minister of Education.
Whoever is concerned, be it parliamentary, give a proper communication. Make it clear that if a student goes to law school, they should be having the way to LDC should be clear. It should be automatic.
Just like from P7,
you're going to.
I'm going to university.
And then say
for as long as you qualify.
Yeah.
From top class, I'm going to P1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is to the government. I think you must give hope to the young people, the young generation. What you are doing, you may not know how it psychologically affect the young generation. Like now, a young girl like this has so much in her head running around. She has a plan in her own life. I want to finish school by this time. I want to get employment by this time. I want to do ABCD. Her parents have done all that from baby class. They have prepared her throughout. She's now at the peak. Government, you are giving a dim light to her future by not actually enabling her to know what next. I have finished my 4 years at UCU doing law. From here, automatically I should be going for my back course, 9 months. You must be as clear as that. Just like somebody, when you finish P7, you know automatically I'm going to senior 1. It is automatic. There is no beating around the bush. You know that after my senior 4, I am going for A level if I wish. If I don't wish, there is even an opportunity for you to branch off and study something that you want to study. That should be as clear as any other that we are doing. But also number 2, government. Why should you receive somebody's money for admission at LDC? You do not admit her. Next year when she comes, you again ask her to pay. That is receiving money by false pretense. I was having some arguments at the embassy of America sometime back. They know they have a policy that this year we shall admit in America or UK this number of people from Africa. They know it in their systems. They know. They will not tell you. What they do, they open up for every Tom, Dick and Harry to apply for visa. It's a means of making money from an unsuspecting population. So, for instance, they know that their cap is 1 million Africans into America or UK. But they allow 10 million Africans to apply for visa. All of you are paying money. After applying for visa, receiving money from you, they come and tell you, sorry, we are not taking you, sir. Please try again next time. They knew in their system that they will not take you. They have received your money. The world is quiet. They are stealing from people. If I did that at an individual level, Mr. Mhoz, this police will be the first one to arrest me.
True.
Why did you pick from Mr. Mhoz for a service that you knew you did not provide? You man, you are a thief. You are this. They will tie you like this. Governments are stealing from Africans. For many years it's going on. They are not bothered. I went there and quarreled. Some of my fellow Africans looked at me as a madman. What is this man saying? You mean you didn't know? You see? They were asking me whether it is my first time to hear about it. So to them, it is normal because they've been hearing about it. Me, who has come to start a war to overturn it, I am mad before them. Are you crazy, Irumba? They were asking me. Are you mad? You mean you didn't know? This is what happens. Yes, if it happens, when are you going to start working on correcting that mistake? I'm glad that I'm having this conversation with you, Mr. Mose. You're not a man of media. This must be your first interview in the media.
Perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not a man of media. You are coming in to fight a war that
war.
You feel now it has come on your gate. You see? So other parents should not wait this war to reach at their gate. No, they should begin now.
True. Perhaps it might help others also.
Yes, of course. This will help. This will go a long way. I'm sure there are hundreds of children in her situation.
Many.
Who even sometimes have no opportunity to speak to the media. So she has got an opportunity at least today now you're a bit, you're off-roaded a bit. You've spoken your mind.
I got over it long time ago.
Thank you so much. My name is Andrew Irumba Katsabe. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Spy Television, The Spy Uganda, Detective UG. My name is Andrew Irumba Katsabe. Say now.